Hi everybody, welcome to my world. I want to invite everybody into my channel. Get close, get comfy, relax. My name is Kiki and the name of my channel is KT's Journey. It's going to be like a mom lifestyle kind of vlog. I wanted to create this because I watched a lot of mommy vlogs before I got pregnant and then after I had my baby for the beginning stages for a lot of advice, suggestions, and just to see other women going through the same things that I was going through. On this channel, I'm going to be as open as I possibly can and be as real and as authentic as I can, and hopefully that's enough. I've been wanting to start this channel for quite some time, but you know how you get kind of nervous and you start telling yourself, oh, I can't do this. People may not like me. I may not get any subscribers. But then it got to the point where I had to just be like, let's do it. I won't know until I try it. And who knows, this may be a really good thing for me. And for me, it's going to be somewhat a little therapeutic. I'm one of those people who struggled a little bit after having my baby with a little bit of the baby blues. And I deal with some of the things that everyday moms deal with, such as mommy guilt. We all know about mommy guilt. And one of my most guilty things is being a working mom. I love going to work and having a career. I love that aspect of it, but I don't like the fact that it takes me away from my kid. I really enjoy being with her. She's quite funny. She'll be 2 next month. Today is the 1st. She'll be 2 this month. This is going to be a really big month for the both of us because both of our birthdays are this month. So we have a lot going on and a lot of things that I want to take y'all along with me on and just invite y'all and show y'all into this part of my world. One thing that I do know that I'm going to vlog this month is her birthday party and the things that were leading up to her birthday. I have a sister-in-law who, before I got pregnant, she had kids. And I went to one of their birthday parties and she had did all this DIY stuff. And I was like, ooh, you know, when I have kids, I'm going to aspire to be just like her. Easier said than done. But last year it was quite successful. And this year I plan to do the same thing. So if y'all want to see that, please comment below. And before I forget, I should have said this in the very beginning. But please like, comment, and subscribe on this channel and hit that notification bell so you can know when I update to my channel, when I upload videos to my channel. Sometimes, a lot of the times y'all will see my daughter. You just won't see her today just because she's at a play date right now. And I just decided while I was sitting here, let's get started. Let's do it. Don't procrastinate. Don't put it off till another day. Don't change your mind. Just start your channel. So today I am going to start out by talking a little bit about myself. So I'm a mom and a wife, and those things can be a little time consuming sometimes, just trying to balance everything out. But one of my biggest challenges, like I said earlier, is working. I work a lot, and so when I'm at home, y'all. Y'all know the struggle. When you're a mom, you got to get everything done. And so sometimes I do get behind because I'll be like, fold that load of clothes or play with my baby. Play with my baby. I'll get those clothes later on. And then I'm up super late after that because I'm trying to get the clothes that I should have got done earlier done. But I'm making memories, so it's okay. Just a little sacrifice, you know, a little sleep. But one of the things I want to talk about starting out as a mom is sleep training. Sleep training is something that we're doing right now. So I'll share a little bit about that. And I'm not doing that great with it, probably because I'm not as consistent as I should be. She starts out in her bed probably about 12 or 1 o'clock. She'll get up and she'll come get in my bed. And that's what she stays for the rest of the night. I talked to someone the other day. I know another mom that works with me, and she was saying, oh, you know, you don't start something you don't want to keep up. And I was like, yeah, easier said than done. Once again, because my baby was exclusively sleeping in her pack and play next to my bed when she was really small. But then she ended up getting RSV. And her coughing and things was so bad at night that her doctor was like, let her sleep in an incline. Well, being a new mom, first time mom, you know, they didn't really give me any suggestions or advice on how to get her inclined enough. So one night she was talking really bad and I was like, what can I do? She said, sleep at an incline. Let her sleep at an incline. So I laid her on my chest. I got in the middle of my bed. I laid her on my chest and I slept sleeping pretty much almost straight up. And I let her incline off of my body. This was one way that I could find that she slept a lot better. Her coughing was not as extreme. And we both ended up getting more sleep than we had gotten in a couple of nights because I was desperate at this point. And after that, so we did that, and that probably went on for probably about a week or so. And so after that, it was really hard getting her to sleep on her own, sleep in her bed. So I started, when she turned, I let her stay in my bed until she was probably about 1 or so. Well, she was older than 1, so probably about 18 months. And she ended up getting ours to be probably at like 10 months. 10 months. And then I was like, okay. I had already taken away the pacifier. I'd already taken away the bottle. You know, all these things I had taken away successfully. So I was like, okay, now we're going to work on getting you out of mommy's bed. Which started out rocky, as I would assume, because I put her toddler bed in my room. So I was like, I watched someone on YouTube saying that they started their baby in their room, in their bed, and then they worked their way out. So I started her in my room. But what I noticed when she was in my room was she would only sleep for probably about an hour or two before she woke up and climbed into my bed. So I was like, okay, this isn't working. Let's put her in her own room. So for Christmas, we bought all these things. We decorated her room, you know, made it her own, put her toys in there, and just made it her room, her space. And I did that with the hopes of making the space hers would make her want to stay in there, which is true. It did make her want to stay. The first 2 nights in her room, her dad and I slept in her room on the floor. The most uncomfortable things I've ever done was sleep on the floor in my daughter's room. That floor is so hard, and my back was killing me, and my husband's back was killing him too. But that first night, she cried almost all night. She like had meltdown after meltdown after meltdown, and I finally was able to get her to go to sleep, and I just kind of held her hand for a little while she was sleeping. And then I let her go, and she slept for the rest of the night. The next night, she slept and only woke up maybe once or twice, but she stayed in her bed. The third night, we went back into our bedroom and left her in her room. I thought, you know, okay, second night went pretty good. Third night would be great. No, she kept waking up. So the third night, I probably got out of bed like 5 times before she finally stayed in her bed, like picking her up and taking her back to her room, maybe letting her lay in my bed until she fell asleep. And then once she goes to sleep, pick her up, take her back to her room. This went on for probably about a week. And then we had one night where she stayed all night. I was like, whew, such a relief. She finally did it. The next night, she got up again, probably like 2 or 3 times this time, before I was able to get her to stay in her bed. Well, then we had another night of success where she stayed all night. No, out of the bed. You know, I put her a cup of water with a little flavoring in it, like a little lemonade flavoring or something in it, in her bed. So if she wanted something to drink or anything, she had no excuse to get out of bed. And I would only go in to change her once a night. And I know some of you are going to be like, don't change her diaper, you're going to wake her up. But we have had issues in the past with sensitivity in the diaper area. I just change her once a night just to prevent any rashes or anything like that from happening, because we had like a issue with that in the past. So I did get up and change her once a night. But back to what I was saying. We ended up going out of town. So we were going out of town. We went out of town probably 2 or 3 weekends in a row. And that really throws everything off because going out of town, she slept with us. All 3 times she ended up sleeping with us. So then when it comes back to getting back at home, then it's like really hard to get her back on track. And then we'll get her back somewhat on track and then we'll be back out of town. So now I'm going to start all the way back over from scratch. Well, not exactly from scratch because currently, like I said earlier, she sleeps in her bed from like 8 or 9 until like 12 or 1. Between 12 and 1, she makes her way into my room. So, I have a little slow time coming up for work. Well, I have a little slow week coming up at work. And so during that week, I'll start back getting up in the middle of the night and taking her back to her room and so forth, just making her stay in her bed. And I'm going to have to be a little bit more stern about her staying in her own bed when I do start this process over again with my husband, because I really don't like doing it because I like my sleep. And I just know that when we try this process again, we're going to lose a lot of sleep again. But I do feel like if I get it under control now, it's going to be a lot better and I'm going to really appreciate it in the future, because I have heard a lot of people say, get them into their own space when they're smaller because it's a lot harder to get them out of your room when they're bigger. So now I'm going to start that process again and I'll keep y'all updated on how that is going, because that's like a really big thing for us right now. It's like getting her in her room and potty training. Potty training has its days. It's like a high and a low. It's like a hit or miss. Today she may go to the potty 50 times and then tomorrow she may only go to the potty, or something she has to potty twice. So it's all a learning curve, and I'm really, really excited to share all of these parts in this journey with y'all. Another thing is, like I said, I will show y'all some videos and some clips as I work on her birthday party decorations, because her theme is Candyland. And I'm in the process of getting everything together so I can start making all these candy decorations for her party. But I think that's going to be it for today, you guys. But please like, comment, and subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. And another thing I'll do is I'll insert a picture of my baby so y'all can at least see her at the end of this video. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.